Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for connecting with me. I am so excited to talk about authenticity in this video and the importance of being authentic when it comes to being aligned with who we truly are and what we came here to do, what our sole purpose is, what our mission on this earth is. So, over the past 20 years, obviously, social media and technology has become more prominent. And it's literally everywhere now. We are literally addicted to our phones. I am the first to admit that. I am addicted to using social media. And social media is great for spreading our message, for spreading our light, to reach more people with our voice. And on the other side of that, we only see the highlight reel of people, of their lives. So, what's happening is that we're seeing all these perfect pictures and we're thinking, okay, this is what their life must be like. And we're not seeing all of the things that are going wrong in their lives. We're not hearing about, the negative stuff. We're only seeing the positive, perfect picture, which is really not reality. It's actually just an illusion, which then makes you think that there's something wrong with you because you end up comparing yourself to someone else's highlight reel. And because it doesn't match, you feel like your life is, like worse off, or you don't have as good a life as they do, when in reality, everyone is going through their own thing. Everyone is making mistakes, everyone's going through darkness or hardships, everyone is dealing with painful emotions. Everyone is, going through something, even though it may not seem like it on social media. So, really, the importance of being authentic is is incredible whenever it comes to being aligned with who we truly are. Because whenever we sort of like take ourselves away from who we think we should be and stop playing into the expectations of others, whenever we stop playing into the stories that others have about us, we start to actually we start to follow our own intuition. We start to follow our higher self, our inner guidance, and what we know in our heart, from our heart space, not our mind space, but from our heart, what we came here to do and what we should follow. So, yeah, making mistakes is literally where the biggest growth lies. And I am the first one to admit that I'm not perfect. I I love being imperfect though, and I love embracing that imperfection. If something goes wrong, I actually like it. It's kind of strange. Like the other night, I was out at a vegan map lunch of in Belfast, and I was in this bar, and it's kind of like a it was kind of like a fancy lunch, and so you get like a free cocktail, and literally like with the last bit of my cocktail, I ended up like spilling it over the table and nearly onto someone. And literally in that moment, I just laughed because I didn't care. I literally do not care anymore if I make mistakes, because that's life. And if you try to run away from that, then you're trying to run away from life, and what we resist persists. So it's literally only going to bring you more challenges in life if you resist them instead of just embracing them and learning the lessons from them. So I have, like I make mistakes all of the time. Literally in this video, I am I'm it's not scripted, and I'm just like speaking from my higher intuition, from my higher self, because that's what truly aligns with who I am, and that's a unique message in itself. Like everyone has their own uniqueness. Everyone has their own originality. Everyone has their own voice to share with the world, to express in their own unique way, an authentic way, to shine light on the world. Because that's what our purpose is right now for so many of us anyway. I know it is for myself, in that my purpose is to spread light. I'm a light worker. I want to raise my own consciousness, but also at the same time raise the consciousness of the collective and make the world a better place, a more positive place where there's more community, where there's more unity, and we're living from love instead of fear. So I cannot do that if I'm trying to be someone else. Because only they can be them, and only what works for them is going to be successful. So only what comes from my own what comes from my own flow, what comes from my um, own authenticity is going to be successful, is going to help the world. Because we cannot um, try to be someone else and imitate what everyone else is doing or copying other people. That's not going to work, because you're your own unique self and the world needs your voice. No one else's. It doesn't need to hear you speaking or trying to copy someone else's way of doing things, because you bring your own originality to everything. So yeah, being authentic is literally so important. Like stepping into our own power, stepping into our own authenticity, our own way of doing things, our own way of spreading light to the world. And whenever we do that, whenever we step into our authenticity, we'll actually start to notice, whenever we follow that light, following anything that lights our soul up, um, you'll notice that the universe starts to move people, experiences, opportunities, and events to help you succeed in your mission, because you're living in alignment with who you truly are and with the mission that your soul chose before you even came here to planet Earth. So that is why it is so important to be authentic, to choose things that light your soul up, saying no to everything else, saying no to things that really aren't in alignment with who you are. Like, for example, I used to, like go out partying, and I would hang out with people who weren't really my friends, but they just liked to party. And so I realized that that wasn't in alignment with who I really am. That isn't in alignment with what I want to create. That isn't in alignment with my true nature, with my mission to serve the planet. It just isn't. So whenever I started to move away from that and stop dimming my light to fit in, stop trying to be someone that I wasn't, stop trying to, imitate others' behaviors that are that seem socially acceptable just to feel like I belong or feel like I fit in, when in reality we're made to stand out. We're supposed to stand out. We're not meant to fit in, because each of us is unique. Each of us has our own gift to share with the world. And so that is why it is so important for you to step up and start living in alignment with who you truly are, saying yes to everything that lights your soul up, that makes you feel alive, that makes you feel free, that makes you feel in flow. Everything that allows you to get into that creative flow and live from a place of love instead of fear. Your life is going to shift in incredible ways, and you're going to help so many people in doing the same thing. And it's kind of like a chain reaction. Once you start doing it, you'll start notice that everyone else will start doing it too, and you're going to attract the love of your life. You're going to attract your dream job or your dream career or your dream business. You're going to attract your tribe. You're going to improve your relationships. You're going to attract literally your dream life when you step into the person of who you truly are at your very core, and start living your life for yourself instead of trying to please others, and living from a place of fear of judgment of others' opinions instead of just doing you. So I hope that you have um, enjoyed this video, and I look forward to sharing more with you in the future.